Chloe Randall was just 12 years old when she was raped by 29-year-old Matthew Bucher. Prosecutors say Bucher used a fake name and age, telling Chloe he was just 17 years old when the two met while Chloe was on a run in her northern Kentucky neighborhood in 2016. The sexual assault happened 2 months later in Bucher's apartment, the predator telling Chloe he needed to go inside to pick up his wallet on their way to lunch.
Went in and then he's like, "Oh, you can go sit on my bed." I did. And then he asked multiple times and I kept saying no. And then
Asked for what?
to have sex. Like, if I wanted to, why we were there. And I was like, no, like kept saying no. And then he forced himself on me.
Chloe, now 16, is sharing her survival story, Mom Tiffany by her side so she can help others at a time when experts say the COVID quarantine is putting more young girls and boys at risk of sexual exploitation than ever before.
Right now, especially with COVID-19 and that people are locked down, there's a huge increase in predators existing in normal places like where our kids hang out, gaming networks, Fortnite, Minecraft, things that are online games where people can have headphones and chat with strangers.
Chris Hadnaghi is founder of the Innocent Lives Foundation, a group of computer experts who work with local law enforcement to snuff out and report online child predators. He tells us during the pandemic, his undercover team has tracked a 200 to 300% increase in trafficking of child porn on the dark web. Many of those images obtained through a grooming process in which predators gain the trust of these young kids and then convince them to switch their conversations from text or social media to these third-party private messaging apps you can get on your phone these days. That allows the predators to keep the more explicit conversations and the explicit pictures sent back and forth hidden from parents.
However a predator meets a child, their goal is to get them to send digital content because then they have it for life.
That can lead to what's known as sextortion, when an abuser obtains one nude or revealing photo of someone and then uses it to blackmail them into sending even more graphic content. Studies show 71% of all sextortion victims are minors, and not all of them girls. 22% of the victims are boys. And while Chloe didn't meet her attacker online, he did try to get her to send him nude photos. She said no, but investigators say Bucher did convince others. After he was arrested for Chloe's rape, investigators discovered more than 60,000 child porn images on his computer. Prosecutors dubbed him the worst child molester in Kenton County, Kentucky history. He was sentenced to 70 years in prison for the child porn, in addition to the 45 years he got for raping Chloe.
You know, we just went through 3 years of him being sentenced, the 3-year anniversary of the sentencing this past week. So there's a lot of anger still. There's a lot of hurt.
Chloe's mom said she thought she was doing everything right, checking her daughter's phone nightly, maintaining an open line of communication and trust with her daughter.
But I've learned that, you know, rape, sexual assault, everything like that can happen whether you live in a richie neighborhood or you live in the poorest of the poor neighborhoods. It doesn't matter if you're a school teacher, work at a gas station, you're a doctor. It can happen to your child just like it can anybody else.
Now, she's warning parents to keep all phones, computers, and even gaming systems on the same computer storage cloud. So if kids are deleting those third-party private messaging apps to hide their tracks, like Chloe did, parents will know and can stop this new wave of predators capitalizing on COVID to find new victims.